Hi again. So we've gone through um, most of the building blocks of virtual classroom. We did the here we go. Cognitive presence, learning styles, the 4 C's and 5 E's, the modular approach, and creative live lessons. So now we are at our conclusion. Here we go. I'm going to click on conclusion. And let's make sure we're not making these common mistakes, and we are considering the stuff that we talked about in that last video and this video, so that we're really building your social. Let me start that again. We're really building your community, your social presence, your teaching presence, and your cognitive presence in the classroom so that the students feel like they're really there with you all the time. And they take ownership of this new school format that they're working with. Whether you're doing hybrid, whether you're doing all distance learning, whether we have students always in our classroom and then some kids at home and some kids here on Mondays and some Wednesdays and some whatever, all those different formats. If you really build that online community, it won't matter where they are going back and forth because they'll all be able to connect in that space, whether they're with you or at home. And you can be facilitating in your classroom with all the kids facilitating all together, both at home and in the classroom in this online platform. So let's take a look at what not to do. The course and a half syndrome. Don't overload the course. Ensure quality. Yes, quantity is nice for because we do want to have the kids repeating to make sure it's really understood, but you don't need to overdo it as much as you do when they're always there with you, because if they're home with their families, um, they're kind of getting this tutoring concept happening with the smaller groups that we're doing. So they're picking up on it much quicker. And I know a lot of teachers have noticed that. So I don't see that really being too much of a problem. Just really make sure the quality of the work that's going out is coming back like that. So feedback, constant feedback, and assessing the students and making sure they're understanding it so you don't have to overwhelm the quantity. Lack of integration between two formats. Maximize your face time with online reinforcers. Use those blended learning models we talked about. So we have hybrid learning happening. We're going to integrate it both like we just discussed and make sure that our online presence is a family type, safe and secure atmosphere where the kids will be able to make those deep learning connections. And you're thinking about what's best in person and what's best done live in small groups or done one-on-one tutoring, and what's best done in these new tools that we have at our fingertips. Limited interaction. Online can be very interactive. It doesn't have to be do something and turn it in and read and watch videos. Think of how students can socialize online at home with their friends through all those social media platforms. Oh, excuse the typo there. Use your resources for showing critical thinking interactively. Be interactive. We gave you through PD tons of different kinds of ways for the kids to be interactive. And I gave you in this particular resource a ton of links for you to access information on that. And I'm sure that you can maximize their social needs with all these ways that they can talk to each other and um, be able to think deeply with their tools at their fingertips. Underutilized assessment. That's a common mistake because we could still be gauging their progress with all of our online tools with immediate feedback and frequent feedback so that we're able to do what was mentioned before with the don't overload the course. We're able to ensure quality with our content, and that will hopefully also battle our problem of worrying about getting through a lot of topics that we have to get through in our curriculum. It's not going to be perfect. No, we're still going to be short things that we would normally go through because of our schedule, but we might be able to reach a little bit more than we realize by using assessments properly. So I hope that helped you, and I know that this will help you as well. Some resources for you. We got keeping our kindergartners engaged and improving our online learning link, self-paced course for you to really dive deep on this topic, autism resources. Like there's a handful here, and there's a lot in the slides that we just went through for you to click on. And there's also a bunch in the first video's sessions. References. I used a lot of really good sources for this particular professional development, and I hope that you will, if I stroke your interest in something particular, you click on one of these links and you go ahead and enjoy reading through it the way I did. So with that being said, I hope that you really enjoyed the professional development stuff on creating a cognitive presence in the classroom and the learners community. I hope that you got something out of this, and you go ahead and click through all the various links that I left for you so that you can feel like you have some support in all of this. Feel free to email me right there if you need something. Happy setting up the classroom, guys.